Vegas. It was a huge favorite that they did for me.
We were invited to this private dinner after this. The documentary that features Tyson and Holyfield and Hopkins. It was a really good film. I don't know what's going on with that film. What happened to that film?
It was probably it's called Champs. And it featured Holyfield, Tyson, and like you said, Hopkins, and all that. But I think it just kind of came, and it was, I don't know if it was released in theaters or if it was meant to be.
Or maybe they're trying to still get a distributor or something.
It was very good.
And then Jimmy's like, Tyson personally invited us to dinner after this. I'm like, okay, I'm assuming it's going to be in a place where there's 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we were invited, really?
Yeah, you're at like the kids' table or something.
I actually got to tell Holyfield to pass the ketchup.
That's insane.
Our backs were against each other.
Yeah.
And how many? There was like 30 people in the room. That was it. In a room that should fit maybe 10, by the way.
Yeah, they were
we were squished in. But I'm like, I looked at Jimmy at one point, like, we have no business being here. Everyone was associated with the film or were his very close family members. And the producers stood up and thanked everyone for all the help they did with the film, and me and Jimmy just looked down.
Exactly. We didn't hurt it.
We had nothing to do with it.
I mean, that's amazing.
It was awesome. It was absolutely one of those highlights.
I think he likes us because we don't want anything from him either.
Right.
Like, when we promote the stuff or whatever it was that we promoted, it's like we just like it and we're fans. We're not asking him because he's got guys like these bottom feeders for years that always want shit from him.
And then we walk out and because he left, so then we felt like, okay, we can now leave. And we left like good 10-15 minutes after him. It wasn't like we were following him out. And he was just hanging outside. And then he goes, hey, come on over here. And then we're just like hanging out.
You're talking to Iron Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Talking to the most indestructible man of the late 80s.
It was awesome. His book was amazing. I don't know if you're a reader, Dan, but
I'll definitely read it.
The Tyson book is one of the best books I've read in recent memory.
Yeah, because I've watched all his documentaries. And
as far as biographies go, wow. I just had no idea he was doing that much cocaine and drugs while he was like the best in the world.
I prefer the hooker stories. I love the fact that he just talks about wanting to fuck anything. Like, that's so great. Yeah. He liked Bailey too.
Did he?
Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
She's a gorgeous gal.
She certainly is. But it was very funny that he just I said her name Bailey. And he goes, "That's her name?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And he goes, "Bailey." He really enjoyed Bailey J. And Dana got a little freaked out at one point because me and him were just talking about transsexuals and being in prison. It's just how the interview started. It just started just talking about it. And Dana he's like, what the fuck is happening here?
Oh, really? I can't wait to watch this. So it's on Vice, their website. I love Vice, big time. They do an amazing job with their website, the HBO show, their YouTube channel. Just great stuff, really. And it's all over the place, too. It's not just hardcore news.
Right,
but the reporting,
culture and everything else.
That's what I love about them. They don't have a network that they have to report to, so you get honest, like really good journalism.
Right, we got to get Shane back in here. I don't know.
They're very, very busy, and I don't see Shane. I've seen Shane once in this whole process or twice.
Wow,
because he's gone all the time. Like he was in Brazil. He's constantly away. But twice. I bumped into him once in the hallway. He's just never there. Or if he's there, he's in the other office doing deals.
We watched him at the blackjack table just spending money like, holy shit.
Yeah.
100,000?
What? I don't know. I was too scared to ask.
Maybe I shouldn't say that, but it was ridiculous.
What was he putting down a hand?
They're tens of thousands at times. And losing and then just picking up his drink and socializing with me and Jimmy and everyone else. Like, oh, anyway. I'm like, what do you mean anyway? I think you just lost 20,000 on that hand.
Good God.
I was like Sharon Stone running over there in casino, just fucking trying to help him and kiss his hand for good luck and steal a chip.
The casualness of the whole thing, though. Barely paying attention.
Vice also did a half-hour interview with Jim Norton.
Oh, they're
really?
Yeah, the podcast is pretty good. It was in a room. There's just a black curtain, and I forget the host's name, but he was very stiff. Like, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but I mean very still guy.
Right.
And he asked good questions. I'm like, he looks good on camera. He didn't move.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'm a fucking herky jerky little nothing. This guy was just kind of, very comfortable and kind of psychotic.
Exciting day for Jim Norton. So
the link to it is on Jim's Twitter.
Thank you, Kenny,
for people that want to watch it.
Very helpful.
Well, let's go retweet that shit right now. Jim Norton on Twitter.
Yeah. Let's break. I'm uncomfortable. I can't take all this positive talk.
You send the windshield invoice to E-Rock.
No.
No?
He
E-Rock's involved?
Yeah, he's got a scanner.
Oh, okay.
So he did us a solid.
I got my windshield fixed because people need to know.
And
I had to cancel my appointment because I guess they needed one with a rain detector. What? Just give me a fucking windshield. Who gives a fuck?
Wait, what does a rain detector do?
I never even knew I had a rain detector on my windshield.
Yeah,
I guess what? That pops on the wipers automatically or something?
I'm not a fancy man. I wouldn't know. I don't have that luxury.
What luxury?
I think you have one of those too. You just got a brand new car. I would assume that they have
But GH,
that.
I have an important question to ask you.
Yeah.
You don't have.
Don't embarrass me.
You don't have.
When Kenny
than,
comes in here, he embarrasses
It's
people.
awful, yes.
Don't embarrass me.
Grown man in this pajama top.
What?
you don't have more than 3 fluid ounces in your carry-on bag, do you?
I don't think so. Why?
That's the maximum.
They're down to 3 now?
Yeah.
They've always been 3.
How about
I thought it was more than that.
Samuel?
No.
This doesn't make for good radio.
I know
This doesn't make for good anything.
We're
I know
fighting
how to travel.
This doesn't make for good travel tips.
We're fighting for our lives, Kenny.
Yeah, I'd rather. It would actually be more helpful if he said carry a gallon of kerosene.
You're not fighting for your lives. You guys are doing very well for yourselves.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Kenny.
The shows have been very entertaining.
Oh, thank you. Tell us more.
Yeah. I've been getting a lot of compliments about the show.
Where?
Where not?
Yeah, I was plugged.
Everywhere.
You could have plugged your Facebook.
Jesus Christ.
Done your thing, and then you could have left. You could have said Club Soda Kenny on Facebook, and then
We're
would
gonna
have
talk
been
about
fun. And
we're gonna talk about Snoop Dogg when we get back. I think.
We should talk about Sam not shaving.
Yeah, we're all a little grossed
Why
out
are you
by
not
that.
shaving?
I disagree. I like
It's a
it.
G.I. Joe look.
I was
It
trying
stinks.
to impress Dan Soder, and luckily, it worked.
It did.
Yeah.
You're goddamn right it did.
You like Dan? He looks like a bum in the 20s. The way they would draw a bum.
Yeah, like a Hollywood bum. Like, he'd be like, oh, a real hobo look.
Yeah, he's one of the 3 fucking homeless guys in the JFK assassination. Look at this, because his shoes are unscuffed.
You know, we also have something else that you might be interested in.
What?
Resignation.
Somebody is not impressed with your selection of musical choice in the morning.
Denny.
That's right.
All right, we'll talk to Denny.
He gave me a list of songs that we should.
No, man, on my Twitter every night we try to find a song.
Danny gave me a list that we should.
Just a goofy little thing we're doing on the side. We start the show off with a song now instead of all that crap with the intro and we used to do Ecstasy of Gold and this and that. Now it's just one song and we start the show.
Danny does not.
And the listeners, one of my followers every day picks the song.
Danny's not. He's got a big problem with your followers.
Uh-oh.
All right, we'll talk to him next as well. That should keep the people listening, huh? Fuck.
Check, test 1.
Dude, it's not like we have Zeppelin in the studio. It's Lynch. It should be good enough. What? Do what? 4?
Nice, that's your sound check.
Dude, I don't. 4, 1. Oh, count 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. All right, up or low? Okay.
Oh, well.
All right.
This is a Bible song.
All right, here it is. Stephen Lynch.
It's about a little-known biblical character. Everyone knows Jesus, the man who healed the lame. Well, I am Jesus' brother. Craig is my name. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Jesus is the Lamb. Jesus is the Son of God, but Craig don't give a damn. Because when Craig's in sight, we'll party all damn night. I don't turn water into wine, but into Coke Coors Light. I'm not my brother, I know, don't walk on H2O, but I got hydroponic shit that me and Judas grow. I'm fucking Craig. I'm fucking Craig. I'm fucking Craig. Craig Christ. I hang out with lepers, Barabbas and Salome. Jesus' friends are called apostles. Those dudes are totally gay. Jesus is the Prince of Peace. No, wait, I already did that line. What is it?
Oh my God! How are we gonna replay this a million times on our show? You messed it up.
Oh yeah, I know what it is.
All right, go.
Jesus performs miracles from Galilee to Rome. But it would be a miracle if it brought a fucking lady home. Because while Jesus is praying, fucking Craig is laying every lady in the testament, you know what I'm saying? I won't die for your sin like my famous kin, but if you got a little sister, then there's room at this end. I'm fucking Craig. I'm fucking Craig. I'm fucking Craig. Craig Christ. Craig Christ. Jesus was our mother's fave. All her love to him she gave. But there's no sibling rivalry when he's nailed to that tree. Yeah. And now the question for you is not what would Jesus do, but where will you be when the Craig machine comes partying through? And if the Lord will allow, you got to ask yourself how and who and why and when and where is your Messiah now? It's fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Fucking Craig. Craig Christ. Craig Christ. Craig Christ. I'm fucking Craig.
Yeah, right on, man.
And now, back to the show. Aren't you glad you didn't drive off that bridge?
Fuck, that should have been on the radio. See, we can't talk in between commercials.
I mean, what a perfect song for what we were talking about.
I don't give a fuck about you and your life unless these mics are on. That's how this works.
Yeah.
I was just telling Dan that I'm thinking about dipping into the pot a little more.
Dude, you got to.
And now there's a lot of listeners rolling their eyes because I've been saying this for many years, but I have dipped a couple times now.
Yeah.
I dipped on the Joe Rogan podcast, but then again, he was blowing smoke in my face. I'm like, all right.
That's a guy I would love to get stoned with because he's hilarious, dangerous, and also
very dangerous.
A good dude.
I did a little baby hit for Joe Rogan, and then we're talking about pot there, Jimmy. Sorry.
As soon as you said baby hits, it's of course, you either mean Ian Watkins or Joe Rogan.
and then at a Pearl Jam show with Troy, there might have been a pen roaming around.
The G pen is,
and that was I did more than a baby hit at Pearl Jam, and that was nice.
I'm a big fan of the G pen.
And now I got a G pen, and like I just told you, I got a little wax too.
Yeah, I got to leave the G pen at home a lot of the times because then I just walk around the city like a zombie.
Really?
Yeah, because I'll just keep. The thing about having a one hitter used to be like you were a little leery about the smell, so you didn't just do it everywhere.
Right.
But the G pen takes that out, so you're just like,
right.
Oh, I'm just gonna take a whack right here in Herald Square.
But now I'll show you how much of a pussy I really am. I got the G pen, I got a little wax. I've had this for about 4 or 5 months.
Jesus.
Haven't touched it.
I would have ripped through that thing.
What's a G pen?
It's electric cigarettes for pot smoking, basically.
Oh, God.
It's like a vaporizer, and you put like a little ball of like THC wax in it, and it doesn't smell.
It's wax now, Jimmy.
Yeah.
I'm glad thank God I don't do this shit anymore.
Yeah.
I'd be finished.
But I was telling Dan, I'm not digging the alcohol as much. Not that I'm not a big drinker, to be honest with you, but here and there I'll have a few beers. I don't know what the purpose is anymore.
Maybe take some time off.
From the beers?
Maybe. I had to quit just because I didn't have...
you don't do alcohol anymore?
No, I quit. I stopped drinking about 17 months ago just because I couldn't... I would have like a beer. I did everything where I was like, I'm only drinking beer now. Or I'd be like, I only drink on Thursdays.
Right.
And then I would end up having,
80 million beers.
12 to 16 beers.
Right.
And then be like, well... And then I'd just feel bloated and drunk. And
right.
Then I'd start drinking whiskey again.
I don't even think the buzz is that great anymore. There was a time when a good alcohol buzz was fun, but I don't know.
Well, you got a G pen. You got
I
some
got
wax.
the G pen and I got some wax.
So you've done it, dude?
No.
I can't picture Opie Stone. I guess because I've never seen you high.
I just dated myself badly. I didn't smoke pot for like 20 years. And then when I went out to LA to do Joe Rogan's podcast, well, actually I went out there for other things, and then Joe was kind enough to get a hold of me and say, whoa, you're out here.
Kind enough. He begged, Joe. Joe begged. And Opie said, okay.
I was very excited that he wanted me on his podcast. And then I went there, and I told him my story. It's been about 20 years. He didn't give a fuck. He's blowing smoke right in my face. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. So I did it that time, and then I did it at a Pearl Jam show.
Were you high on Rogan?
Yeah. Yeah, but I was scared, so I kept saying I did a baby hit because you know.
Yeah, you don't want to go too deep in the waters.
Well, I wasn't really sure, you know, because it's been so long. I wanted to sound halfway intelligent. Rogan likes those intelligent conversations. You got to be on your fucking game when you do his show,
but
right,
also,
Jimmy?
Also, the kind of drugs Joe does. What would scare me, I don't see. Although Rogan makes pot sound tempting, because I'm like, hey, I could do jujitsu. Yeah, this guy's a fucking tank, but he's an anomaly. He's a rare. But you know, Joe would scare me because he would probably like I'd take a hit of it and go, that's really cool. That's like from Kingston, Jamaica, but it's mixed with succinylcholine. Right. So you're gonna kind of freeze, and then we're all gonna rape your asshole, and you're not gonna be able to move, but you'll feel everything.
You'll feel it, and you'll be aware, but you won't be able to. You'll be paralyzed.
Yes.
Yeah, he's the guy that gives me as a pothead hope because I listen to Joe Rogan. I'm like, he's intelligent, hilarious.
You got to be on your game when you do his podcast. You really do.
He
could go silly and funny and all that, absolutely, but he likes those intelligent conversations. So you got to be in the right space to do that podcast.
Hasn't he done like DMT or like?
Yeah,
what is that?
Sure.
I think that's the chemical that your brain releases right before you die.
Yes, I'm sure he's done it. He probably eats it in hoagies.
As he's doing bench press.
Exactly, right before he trains for 3 hours.
Yeah.
I believe, because I'm a big fan of his podcast. I think he says he does that like once a year or something like that. I want to say,
Jesus,
or maybe once every couple of years. He's aware that it's something you just do every once in a while.
Yeah, because
I believe someone could correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to.
It makes me feel like such a
turn here.
I feel like such a poser because I do mushrooms once a year, and I'm like, that's my big mental escape. And Rogan's like, I do DMT. You're like, oh God, I could not handle that.
I used to like mushrooms.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yeah, you can hear raindrops on mushrooms.
Yeah, you can hear a lot of stuff. Your own heart beating very heavy.
Wow. But I mean, you know, me and my buddies, you know, we would eat the cheese sandwiches with the mushrooms.
I just
worst way to fucking.
Worst trip I ever had was I got robbed at gunpoint, and then I got drunk and did a handful of mushrooms, and that was a tough trip.
Wait, slow down. What happened?
I used to.
You got robbed first?
Yeah, I got robbed.
And then decided I got to do mushrooms?
I was drunk, and I was like, hey, what? And I was a little like, I don't know, maybe because I didn't get shot in the face. I was like, hey.
Where were you when you got robbed?
Tucson, Arizona, when I went to where I went to college.
What were you doing?
I lived with a weed dealer, and he got set up. And,
they came in?
Yeah, they caught us right on the stairs. They got me on the stairs. He got away.
That's scary.
Yeah. They like.
So what do they do to you? They
hogtied me, and they like beat me up and talked a lot of shit. That was the hardest part of the whole thing because the guy was like this like 5'5" cholo, like a straight Arizona gangster, and he just kept being like, "Shut up, white boy!" And I was like, "Oh, motherfucker!"
Were you scared?
Fuck.
Yeah, I was terrified. The guy had like he had a real deal 9mm. Just kept tapping my skull, being like, "I'm gonna fucking kill you," and I was like, "All right, man."
What was your part in it that he wanted?
We had, my roommate was like a really big weed dealer at the time, and he had like pounds of weed in our apartment.
And why?
And it was like chronic. It was like good weed, and this guy set up my roommate, and we got robbed. And I was the one that got caught on the stairs.
He just wanted the weed for himself, right?
He wanted the guy. I think the story was that the guy that set him up owed some dangerous people a lot of money, so he robbed all like the drug dealers he knew at the college drug dealers. That's who he went after. And I was like the Brad Pitt character in True Romance. I was just on the couch stoned, like, "Hey man,
too bad you weren't like the Dennis Hopper one."
I'll take that Chesterfield. That's right before they kill me. I don't know if you're familiar with Mexico. Do you know about Spain?
So they bust down the door?
They caught us on like. All right,
was there more than one guy?
Yeah, there was 2 guys.
2 guys. So what do you mean they caught you on the stairs?
Well,
you opened the door assuming there was a deal going.
Yeah, my roommate was from
a customer. Let's say.
Yeah, well, my roommate was from. He was from Long Island. He's from, but he had the maid. Like he was like, "Yo, will you come with me to the car? I'm going to do this drug deal." And I had a cigarette and like a barbecue lighter. And he had bought this shitty handgun because it's Arizona. You can just buy guns.
Right.
But he wanted to save money on a gun. So he spent like $200 and it had this plastic handle. And he's like, yo, bring the gun with you just in case. Because these guys were around. And I'm like, dude, I don't want to do this. And he's like, yeah, just walk me to the car. And he's in front of me. And as we walk down the stairs of our apartment, this white dude with a bunch of tattoos comes around the corner with a gun drawn and like kind of tackles my roommate. And then this like little Mexican gangster comes right up the stairs at me, and I put my hands up. I was like, ah! And I had the gun in my waist.
You had a gun on you?
Well, I took the cheap one because my roommate convinced me, being like, yeah, if they have, I'm dumb, and he's like, yeah, if they have a knife, you could show me. I don't know why. I wasn't going to use it. I definitely wasn't going to use it.
Right.
But the guy took it off me. He was like, go back in the apartment. He was like yelling at me, and I felt like a child that kept doing because he was like, put your hands down. I'm like, sorry. And then he made me go in the apartment, and then he hit me in the back of the head. Didn't knock me out. It like got me to one knee.
Wow.
Did you ask him why he hit you? Say, sir, I'm complying.
Yeah, I'm doing what you asked,
sir. There's no problems here.
Yeah, and then the guy was
good over the back of the head though.
Yeah,
with the gun.
Yeah, I had like a big knot on the back of my head. I wasn't bleeding or anything, but he was a pro, man. He had zip ties, and then he like duct taped my feet together.
Did he beat you up good, or just
once he got me on the ground, I think he was like, all right, well, I got this guy on the ground. Once he had me tied up, he didn't really fuck with me physically. I mean, you know.
Did you have to suck his dick?
No, thank God. I tried desperately. I tried wiggling towards it.
Well, it's not gay if you're, hogtied.
No, it's just trying to get out of a bad situation.
You could have got away with one.
Yeah.
What happened to the guy downstairs?
I don't know. What ended up happening was because when he grabbed my roommate, he grabbed like a bag, like a duffel bag that had
the product,
a lot of weed in it, and I think he saw that and was gone. And then the other guy was on like cleanup duty, and he just took everything in our apartment. He stole my car, which at the time had 6 loads of laundry in it. I was going to do laundry when we got robbed.
That's worse than losing your car.
Yeah, I wanted a new car.
Yeah, you probably had a shitty car. But the clothes, your clothes.
Yeah, it was.
So how long was he in the apartment with you tied up?
5 minutes. I don't know. It felt like 3 hours, but it was like maybe 5 minutes.
And he was just looking for whatever he could grab.
Yeah, he's like, "Where's the money? Where's the drugs?" That's what he just kept saying. I was like, "I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man."
Did you know?
I knew where some money was that I didn't tell him.
It's amazing even with a gun.
I would tell.
Where was it?
It was above the refrigerator. We had like one of those removable ceiling tiles, and my roommate had he had around 40 G's up there for re-up money.
So the guy didn't get the money?
No, he didn't get the money. And then my roommate, the biggest piece of shit move ever, was just like, after everything went down, he called me after I got out. So the guy left. He's like, you move, I'm going to fucking kill you. And he goes downstairs and I hear my car start because we lived above the car.
Sucks.
And my ear's on the floor and I hear my car start. I'm like, this motherfucker's going to steal my car.
Fuck.
And he comes back up. He's like, you fucking move, I'm going to kill you.
He came back up?
Yeah. And
to make sure you weren't moving.
So I wasn't moving. And then he went back downstairs and I heard my car door shut and I heard my car pull out. And then I counted to 50 and just pure adrenaline. I broke the plastic restraint.
Really?
Yeah. And my wrists were fucked up for a while. But
what did he expect you to do? Did he come back up to test you if you were moving, or did he forget something?
I think he came up. I think what he did was to go downstairs to make sure there was no cops and to start a car and kind of get it ready to go.
Right.
Come back up, grab the last of the stuff, and then go down because he took all of our DVDs. He took everything.
Oh no!
I know.
He got your Air Force One.
He got my Air Force One on DVD, and it was like, and then the dude left.
So the 40,000. What did your roommate do? He called you after?
He's like,
oh wait, yeah. Before you get to
he calls me. And
what did you do when you finally broke free?
Locked the door and lit up that cigarette.
It's too late.
I didn't care. I was like, I don't want him to come back in. I don't know. I was just going off.
Right.
And then my cell phone was on the coffee table, and I picked it up, and my roommate was like, "Yo, are you dead?" That's the first thing. It's the first thing he said. I go, "No, I'm not dead." And he's like, "Yeah, they get the money?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Okay." And then he took me out to lunch. I don't even think he paid for lunch.
You're so dumb. You should have said yes and then just hit it.
I know, Jim. I know.
Yeah.
Listen, at that point,
I have some good news and bad news. They found the money, but in a panic, you know, he only grabbed 20 G's.
I should have, you know.
Nah, but you don't want to steal like that. He's your roommate. You liked him at least.
Yeah, I liked him at the time.
So, there's so much to ask.
How much longer? Yeah.
He took you out to lunch?
Yeah.
What'd you guys have?
Why did
sandwiches? It was lovely.
Why, to just like talk about what just happened?
Call the police?
I had to because I had to report
the
car. And so we had to have like people come in.
The wolf come?
I swear to God, there was a guy, not as cool as the wolf, but the guy my roommate bought off of, he called and was like, hey, something happened. We just got robbed. And the guy's like, don't worry, I'm sending someone. And this like, the guy was so muscular. That's all. He had these jacked arms. This Mexican dude pulls up in like a heavy duty 250 truck in our parking thing, and I swear, just gets out, sits in the back of the truck with an axe handle across his lap. That's all he had, was just like an axe handle.
No gun?
Well, I think he had a gun probably on him somewhere.
Oh, okay.
But he was just sitting back there, and I called my roommate like, someone's back, and he's like, no, this is so and so's guy, and I was like, huh?
Why was he there?
Just to make sure that they didn't come back. I don't know. They were like
axe handle.
Well,
yeah, I don't know why, but it was badass that he did it.
Well,
I was like,
because he knows he still has the 40 G's. That's why.
Yeah, something. I don't know, but they came and we cleaned the apartment out, and then I called,
So what was your excuse
to the cops?
Yeah,
well, I was like, I was at the bank. I was at the bank getting changed to do laundry, so that's what I told them, and they were like, oh, well, they followed you from the bank. I'm like, yeah, they followed me from the bank.
You should have told them the pot too and try to recover at least.
Well, my room, yeah. And they took 3 pounds of marijuana. So if you could find that would be. And my bubbler. I had a bubbler I liked.
And then your roommate comes home and then he goes, let's go to lunch?
Great.
Yeah, he was the most apathetic person I've ever met in my life. The funniest part is my girlfriend at the time had bought me the bad motherfucker wallet from Pulp Fiction. I know. I was 21, Jimmy.
Oh, no.
I didn't have good taste. I still don't.
Oh, no.
That's the worst part of the story.
Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely.
I know.
She should have brought you a fucking big kahuna burger from Pulp Fiction.
It's a Sprite. I'm like, yeah.
Oh, damn.
I know.
That's pretty scary, though.
Did you move out immediately?
No, I had to stay there because I couldn't afford to go anywhere.
Did you ever get robbed again?
No, my roommate, the worst part was a week later, I came home, I was working at KFMA in Tucson, doing like overnights, and I got done at 2 a.m. and I come home, and our blinds are all messed up, and our front door's wide open, and I just called the police. I was like, they broke in. Turns out my roommate and his girlfriend had a fight, and they left the door open.
Jesus.
He wasn't the smartest man.
No.
That seems like nerve-wracking.
So what did you do when you got to work? You kept expecting that talk radio ending?
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. I was like, let me really tell the people what's going on. They gave me the night off work, but I just remember being like, oh, man.
So then you did shrooms that night?
Yeah. So I went to this biker bar called the Golden Nugget that I used to drink at in Tucson. And
what year is this?
2004.
Okay.
And
so just to calm down, I'm like,
yeah, and I
went
got
out to have a few pops.
My buddy Johnny was like, "Let's go out. Let's go get drunk and play pool."
Why don't you do a shooter?
Yeah, I went to
couple shooters.
Couple fun shooters.
You have a few shooters.
Yeah, you come back here, you're a different lady, Dan. you hear that audio?
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite fucking things. You hear that, E-Rock? E-Rock.
Hello?
There's apathy.
What are you doing?
E-Rock really does have that stepdad apathy where he's like,
Did you hear what we were just saying?
No, I did not.
What are you doing in there?
You're the main guy.
What are you doing in there?
I was talking with Sal.
About what?
Sal just came in, so he was telling me about how Voss and Bonnie's show went last night.
We have nobody on the stick here. Nobody.
No one.
It's just me and you running around a room like two fucking atoms, bouncing off each other, hoping for help.
We need a lot of help. We lost a big chunk of this radio show.
Yeah.
Fucking genius.
Holy fuck. Anyway, yes, I did hash, by the way, Brian in Pennsylvania. We could talk about hash, too, if you'd like.
Yeah, hashes.
But anyway, so you went to this...
I just went and got drunk, and then my buddy was like, I got mushrooms. And I was like, I'll eat them.
Wow.
And I ate a handful. And then I had to go back to the apartment.
Wow, were you still fucked up?
Oh, yeah. I was out of my head when I went back. I went back at probably got back to the apartment around 4:30 a.m. And then I was on a lot of mushrooms. So I smoked a pack of cigarettes and watched SportsCenter 3 times, analyzing it.
Oh,
yeah.
When it goes all the way around and starts over.
But then at that point, I was really feeling the mushrooms. So I was just like, it's 2 guys in a room just talking about sports. I was just trying to have these epiphanies that went nowhere.
Wow. Yeah, it's hard to have when watching SportsCenter.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a terrible day all the way around.
You were doing radio back then too.
Yeah, I was doing overnights at the time.
Did you get to talk, or you had to just do the liner cards?
I did speed breaks, and I did.
Yeah, those are the liner cards.
Yeah, liner cards, and then I board opped for Loveline for 2 of the 6 hours.
They had a talent, and you had to sit there and fucking seg records and read liner cards.
Oh yeah,
that's why this business stinks.
Yeah,
they don't even realize they have talent right in front of them.
I just would do,
I would assume you were good back then.
I was okay. I got to smoke a lot of pot during Loveline. That was always fun because you had like these 20
board up for Loveline.
Yep.
You should have been on Loveline
for 2 hours. I mean, for 2 years.
Wow.
Every night listening to Loveline.
What were the hosts back then?
It was Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla.
Yeah.
How many years did they do that? That was a huge hit. That show.
Yeah, they did it on MTV. I mean, it
was massive for those guys.
It was great.
Good for them. Anyway,
I'm starting one up a radio talk like helpful show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it?
I haven't named it yet.
You should name it.
It's gonna be an overnight show where I help young ladies in distress.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a sexy Frasier.
Yeah.
Get Danny.
Why? I wish you were saying that to a pit bull.
Denny has problems. He has problems with what we're doing. And he's a radio professional.
Yeah, he doesn't like the songs.
Hi, Denny.
Cool. Here he is.
You got your clipboard, I say.
Tiny head, gentlemen. Offends me.
You drinking?
A Schweppes.
Seltzer. Oh, God, even your beverage of choice sucks. Everything about you stinks. Sorry.
Welcome aboard, Denny.
Gentlemen,
you look
how are
sharp
you?
today.
How's everything?
Where did you get that shirt?
The bottom of your shirt folding up is making me want to hit you with an axe. All right, it's better.
I'm sorry.
Where'd you get the shirt from? Marshall's?
Walmart? I don't know.
What are you doing, futzing with those buttons?
Can't hear the headphones. I need some volume here.
You got a hot mic and you got volume.
Okay.
So I hear you got problems with our song choices.
Yeah. It's just you need some more familiar music when you open up the show. I mean, it was very,
taps.
I don't know. I need some kind of working
Time to Pretend by MGMT is good.
That's a good.
That was a hit.
It was on the bubbling under chart. Really wasn't on the top 100 chart. The pop music chart.
Didn't make the top 100.
No.
Didn't want it to.
Yeah, it was like on the modern rock
Best
chart.
response ever.
What's wrong with that?
Didn't want it
You
to.
just need some familiar music. People are scanning around the dial, and all of a sudden, maybe they came upon
One
and say,
song.
I
It sets
didn't
the
know
mood for the day.
Yeah,
I did
would've kept
Biggie
going.
Smalls yesterday.
Okay, I would have kept going. I mean, it was a popular song. You want to be a
Biggie
mass
Smalls,
appeal.
My Downfall.
Okay.
It's a great song.
Yeah, I would have gone with maybe Dolly Parton working 9 to 5.
Oh, okay. Now we know where he's coming
Yeah.
from.
So, it's a work song. All of a sudden, hey, what's that? Wow, I like that song. They're singing along, working 9 to 5. People clapping along. There you go. Yeah. Back to the music.
No one
back
would
to the
clap
movie.
along, and I saw that movie in the theater.
Good song.
I'm a big
Good song.
Lily Tomlin, Dabney Coleman guy.
Yeah.
Dabney Coleman rules.
He was great.
Yeah, it was a good
The
movie.
movie's actually not bad.
Yeah, my
'Cause-
friend
'cause of
Dean
Dabney
Miller and I
Coleman.
went to see that.
I like Dean.
Yeah, I do too. I did.
Yeah.
Nice song. See, it's a familiar song.
We're not playing this to start
And
the show.
it brought some memories out to you. So maybe somebody else went to see that movie.
And now who? But then again, no offense, but the shape of your head brought up memories too. I keep thinking of the boys from Brazil, Doberman Pinscher skull. Thank you very much. Oh, look at that! Wow. Aren't you a helpful young man?
He looks like a baby eagle.
Or maybe working for a living, a little Huey Lewis.
Nothing on the baby eagle?
Nothing. No. Why would you? Why would you?
He can't show that you got to.
Can you Google image baby eagles, please?
Yes.
That was a compliment, Dan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
The fact that you.
Working for a living, Huey Lewis.
On the right, yeah.
Yeah, with the fuzzy head and everything.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's got the fuzzy hair.
Song's fucking horrendous.
You don't like the...
It's horrendous.
Nothing. You don't like Huey at all?
I don't hate it. He's a giant cock, so I respect that.
Yeah, you bow down to that?
You know what I mean? I like the fact that the Ghostbusters guy gets $1 for every 10,000 that he makes because Huey sued him. I think that's hilarious.
Ray Parker Jr., right?
So you're more a fan of his as a personality. Than
Yeah, as a litigator. I like him.
You like his legal work.
Yeah.
He did our show.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Is he?
Lewis is cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's a
all
nice
right,
man.
Big dick and knows his way around a courtroom.
Yeah. He's like Johnny Cochran.
I liked a few of his records.
Yeah.
He had a couple.
Got a lot of hits. A lot of good
He had
songs.
a few hits.
Right. Cool, yes. You and Patrick Bateman. Louis Lewis fans.
Now, you guys also have a little edge. You're a little sour. You can always open up with Take This Job and Shove It, Johnny Paycheck.
That's
great,
edge?
Great country classic. Yeah. Yeah.
And I don't think it's ever been done on radio before
Not at
either.
all. How
so
about
that's
the
fun.
house next door to me? We could open with that one.
Nah, it's not as familiar as Take This Job and Shove It. I would go with that.
But what do you do with this?
When you jump in, you guys sing, good morning. And you shouldn't go with good morning, everybody. Again, I've told you this before. Radio is one-on-one. Just good morning. When you're on stage, Jim walks, hey, nice to see everybody here in Boston
No,
tonight.
I don't. It's one-on-one.
Very good.
Apparently, you haven't seen my ticket sales at Cobb's.
That's good. I like that.
Thanks.
You know what? We'll get back to your nonsense in a second. One of you guys should really do a special where it's you talking to one person in the audience.
Maria Bamford did a whole special with
She did.
for her and her parents, and it was hilarious.
That would be hilarious. A huge, beautiful venue and there's one fucking person in the audience. How great would that be?
Yeah.
Because then everyone else would see the show when you release it.
Yeah, but you would have no momentum. You would just
Bamford
feel,
did it, huh?
Yeah, the audience reaction shots, which are good for editing, will be really hard to get with just one guy.
I know, but
Yeah, where's Harold? He went to the bathroom.
He had to take a call. He's out in the lobby.
Harold's texting.
we'll get to Denny blowing himself in a
And
little bit.
another movie that just celebrated its anniversary, and Paul's out on the road. Hard Day's Night, always a great song to open up with. Boom, it's been a hard day's night. Everybody knows the Beatles.
And why is that good to open up with?
Well, because it's a working song, so you're starting off the workday. It's a hard day's night. It's a good working song. That's a good one, too.
I played some good stuff already.
Okay, and I guess in your opinion you did.
What else you got?
Everybody sees that. You should also get a copy of the Mobile Beat Top 100. It's
why?
It's from Mobile Beat magazine.
Doesn't this worry you that maybe a lot of this has been done before? That people will be like, "Oh, this is the same shit that I've heard for years."
Levi Stubbs and the Forest Top said it. It's the same old song. People like familiarity. There you go. Yeah.
Repetition.
Yeah. Familiarity and repetition. Yeah.
Redundancy.
Unoriginal thoughts.
People like that. You guys are doing a Mass Appeal morning show here. You're not doing just, a show in your basement somewhere for, a couple of people to hear.
Well, one of us will be. And the other two of us are not far behind.
Another up-tempo song, and maybe you want to try to bring in some female listeners, some female cume. Right? She works hard for the money. A little Donna Summer action, right?
Yeah.
You had PDs just like this, right?
Yeah.
You did enough radio to know this.
This is what K-Rock was like at the end.
Right.
Like, you guys don't like Mott the Hoople? We're going to play a little Mott the Hoople.
Right.
Fuck. All the Young Dudes, great song.
Yep.
Yeah.
What makes it great?
All the way from Memphis, great tune too. Oh, all the Young Dudes, everybody loves that song. You play that song, it's a great tune. Great song.
What if this makes some of our current listeners tune out?
No, they won't. No, they won't. You're going to keep that core. You're going to keep the core.
All right.
We got to bring some new people to the table.
With Donna Summer.
Keep
the core with Donna Summer.
Here's Mott the Hoople.
Yeah.
On your home of rock and roll, right?
Yeah, you'll be doing that pretty soon.
Thanks.
Written by David Bowie.
This is a guitar riff like you're contemplating suicide on the edge of a roof.
There it is.
Yeah, he knows it too.
Now, another good song, maybe you want to use this
How about
tomorrow.
we listen to one of these good songs?
You picked a good song.
What the fuck? Finally, one I would listen to.
And you're headed up Canada way tomorrow. A little BTO action. Bachman Turner Overdrive, taking care of business. You can't go wrong with that one. You can never go wrong with that song.
You certainly can. That fucking hacky enough already with that song. Duck. Everything right.
Yeah.
There
Well, you don't like this?
Come on.
I'm tired of it.
Isn't that bass line? That's bass, right?
This is like every senator's campaign song.
Yes.
Iowa, are you ready for change? I work just like you do.
I like songs where the keyboardist has his legs up in the air as he's playing. Big fan of that.
This is really the parents are gone for the weekend music.
Right.
Turn this up.
Turn it up.
Nice. Hit the post. I like
Did
that.
hit the post.
Everybody knows the words to this one.
What about the Cheese Factory, Dennis Falcone? Isn't some of this a little cheesy?
Cheesecake Factory, nice place.
I didn't say that.
You talk about the Cheesecake Factory. And also, of course, on Monday mornings, you have to open up with Manic Monday by the Bangles.
Why would you? You don't have to at all.
Because it's a Manic Monday, but we're here.
Why wouldn't you go with I don't like Mondays?
You can do that. That's kind of negative because that's that's a negative song. We're trying to put a little.
What do you mean, kind of negative?
It is negative.
Schoolgirls lost their lives. I think it's very negative.
Oh, you want like a fun day?
Yeah, it's a fun day.
Maybe Friday we can play Tears in Heaven. How's that?
Just to keep it upbeat.
No, Friday, of course. Well, you're not here Friday, but if you are, maybe you should do it on Thursday. Everybody's working for the weekend. Lover Boy. Yeah.
God.
Is that how you say it on the radio?
Lover Boy.
Lover Boy.
Working for the weekend. Time to blow that 5 o'clock whistle.
You can't be that excited to say Lover Boy.
Come on, this just gets the party rocking.
The only thing that
5 o'clock happy hour time. Yeah.
The only thing that saves this song is thinking about Chris Farley's sketch,
right,
of the Chippendales.
The Chippendales.
It's
with,
the only thing that saves
Patrick
this song.
Swayze, right?
It doesn't bother you that every radio show ever has already done this.
But it's evoked memories. You see, Dan had memories of it, and people say, "Wow,
Dan."
You know what,
Dan?
I'm going with him on this one.
Right.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, just have 5 o'clock whistle. Yeah.
Don't forget that Bob and Mary in the morning giving away $10,000.
Everybody's working for the weekend.
Oh.
Everybody wants a new romance.
All right. I got a phone call coming in from Colorado. Chris, go ahead.
Hey, I was wondering if Denny would be so kind as to demonstrate how he can throat fuck himself for Dan.
That is a very, very good idea.
Did you know he can do that?
I didn't know that. Thank you, Chris.
That's a great idea. Denny?
You guys looking forward to the James Brown movie coming out this Friday? Looking forward to that one, too. That's going to be a great one. The hardest working man in show business, Soul Brother #1. That's
what happens at the
James
end
Brown.
of it?
What's that?
They just drive his corpse around.
Don't give away the
at
ending. Don't give away the ending. Great movie. Matter of fact, the actor who was in the 42, the Jackie Robinson movie.
He's got that role?
Yeah.
Great.
Saw about a 20-minute special on it last night on HBO.
You ever look at a photo and not know who the lucky devil really is? What's his, who played in, whatchamacallit, though? Who played in that movie?
Who played what?
42.
42. I don't know the name of the actor who played...
Little homework, Denny. Little homework.
Yeah,
you should know this
Well,
stuff.
I came in with some show prep for music here, though. Also, Chain Gang by Sam Cooke, another great song.
But you actually typed this out?
Well, I made a list for Sam.
Yeah.
Just gave
He actually
Sam a little
typed
list.
out.
Yeah, I don't want to read anything he types out.
Never.
And unless it says, my reason for doing this is how it's
To my family, I apologize.
This is all my fault.
Don't blame yourselves.
Chain Gang's also another good song. Sam Cooke, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame member. Great song. Turn it up. Great one.
I hear something saying.
He's working on the Chain Gang. Headed into work this morning.
And he doesn't have a gig here. All this,
how does he not?
And all this enthusiasm and energy, and he's a company guy, and they don't give a fuck about him.
Because they know he's a piss god.
Oh, that's
like
true.
that's what he does
No,
on the
Tinkle
weekends.
Lord.
He is also known as the Tinkle Lord.
He's the Tinkle Lord.
Tinkle Lord.
The piss culture he's a big part of it.
Okay.
So it's cost
he's a big
him
deal in the piss culture.
In the piss world, he's a big...
He's the big kahuna.
Yeah, so it's cost him a lot professionally.
All right, Danny, this was great.
Also, Glenn Campbell, Wichita Lineman.
All right,
another great
this
work
was
song.
wonderful.
I like that one,
Yeah.
too. All right, we got the band. We covered that one.
You actually wrote down like 20 songs, like we were going to go through every single song.
Which we did.
We went through all of them?
Yeah, we went through pretty good. Yeah, we didn't hear Glenn Campbell, Wichita Lineman. Love that song. God, you can't believe that guitar in there. Just a great song, boy.
What kind of music did you play when you were doing radio?
I did we did active rock, alternative.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
No.
It is hilarious.
Play Misty for me?
Yeah,
See that?
Psychos. Yeah.
I thought that talk radio was so realistic about the way we prance around like panthers in the studio.
Yeah, it's very accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really nailed it.
Genius.
These piss pictures are hilarious.
Yeah.
The fact that there was a lighting guy on this.
Yeah, right.
I've been in hit music and oldies radio for my career. That's really
Can we borrow your vineyard where you want to make a piss?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, we're not going to do anything too gross.
It's in a vineyard.
Look at those boots. Those work boots got ruined.
You ever get pissed on in construction boots, Denny?
Oh, today, you know what you could have opened with? She Looks So Perfect, which was the 5 Seconds of Summer. That was their song, 5 Seconds, because you were talking.
We played it.
You did a whole thing? Well, you could have opened with it instead of.
No, we weren't going to open it.
Could have opened with it.
Oh, that way everybody knows you scripted everything in advance.
And then the reason.
What did you
There's
think of
nothing
all
wrong
the
with
teeny boppers being here yesterday?
I thought it was great that we had all that press, that Hits One was able to pull all those people in to listen to the channel and celebrate 5 Seconds of Summer being here.
What does 5 Seconds of Summer even mean?
It's the name of the group. It's just a cool name. 5 Seconds of
That's how
Summer.
long it takes these kids to come.
You know,
Let's say hi to Zach in Wisconsin. Zach.
Morning. I just wanted to tell Denny, DJs like him are what killed regular radio.
That's kind of right.
Oh, but
yeah, not really.
People got bored
gotta put the fun
of guys
back
like
into
you
radio.
20 years ago. It's been about 20 years.
No offense to
where
you,
this mattered.
these suggestions are not fun. Like, I understand your motive is to put the fun back in radio.
Right.
But what you're doing is ironically enough, you're removing the fun.
Of course not.
You are.
Isn't removing the fun.
You think you are,
Because
but these things are not fun. You're sucking the fun out like a vacuum.
No, you made fun of the movie, so that's where you were having fun making fun of 9 to 5. Said you liked it.
I mocked it, yeah.
You mocked it, okay.
But I would do that with a lot of things. Doesn't mean that's bringing the fun back.
And you do.
But you're doing everything. What are you doing differently?
Yeah.
I was just saying you should play a mass appeal.
Hold on, Danny. How come you don't look at the piss stuff as fun? Because you don't like
Because
that?
I don't do that's not me.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not fun.
Guys.
That's not fun.
You really should own this.
Let's
That's
all
not
look
fun.
at the pee stuff.
You should own
That's not fun.
this.
I just came in here to give you some tips.
I'm
That's
just
all.
jealous of the streams these guys can get going.
These guys'
Look at the arc
torsos.
of that one. My
Yeah.
God.
This guy's prostate is tiny. That is.
Danny, you ever seen somebody squirt out of their butt before?
Now every Tuesday,
I like Sam.
the new chart comes out for the
What?
top song. So
I
maybe you can
wouldn't
open
know
up with the
this.
number one. I'm telling you, maybe you could open up with the number one song on America's music charts.
You study charts?
I print them out every week, so I have the charts.
Look, he's able to keep that sexy alive in his face and his eyes.
He's fairly well endowed, and he has a good bag to fucking cock ratio.
Yeah. And it does fit as far as the whole package goes.
That's a big bag. It's like Vin Diesel pissing in his own mouth.
It's a real big bag, Danny. What do you think?
I like
the number one song.
Everything.
Yeah.
What's the number one
Like
song?
this is the second take.
Hold on. Speaking of number one, go ahead.
Do you like the Nico?
joke.
Do you like the Nico and Vin song? Am I wrong?
What?
Am I wrong? Nico and Vin's.
Can
good
we hear
record.
it? I don't know that
It's a
one.
good song.
This is the number one song in America.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On
Do we
the top
have
charts.
it?
Look,
You
maybe he's
actually
looking for the
study
card.
charts every week still?
Yeah, I like to stay at top of all the music. You print out the list and everything.
And what? You get to talk on the radio, what?
Well, no, this
2.5 minutes a week?
I get to know what's going on in popular music, so I have it all for my parties and everything.
Nico and Vince.
Am I wrong for saying that I choose another way?
I need out of this country. I can sing very beautifully. I don't go to Brooklyn. I always love these African pop stars.
I'm walking down this road of mine and running. So am I wrong?
Yeah, I know this song. So what's the big deal? What are we supposed to do with this?
I'm just saying, play it.
Nice.
I wrote that song when I was worried if it was a lion or a tiger. I did not know. So I said, am I wrong? And I was. It was a panther. Oh, now you're going with the hits?
We good?
Yeah, we're good. Jeez.
Yeah. Just trying to give you a few tips and pointers. Just
We have another great question coming in. Really good questions coming in for you, Danny. Mike in Indiana. Mike.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Danny, got a question for you.
Go ahead, Mike.
Do you think more about Dolly Parton or Huey Lewis when you blow yourself?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mike, because I don't do that. So
No, we're watching a guy just
When you work,
waste
do you play
gifts.
work for the weekend when you jiggle your balls, or just curious?
Dan? questions coming in for the piss god.
Yeah, that's not me.
This guy's not swallowing it.
Yeah, and I've said this before. I think you guys are way more creative than just using this
Thank you,
nonsense.
Danny. I just don't look at me.
You're fantastic.
I don't have a computer. I'm just sitting here with my Quest bar and the gift God gave me. I am laughing. I do think it's funny.
Oh, this guy.
It's not.
You know that guy.
I don't know him.
Oh, you went, this guy.
I admire him.
Yeah. He's on
this guy. This is what happened to him.
Who enjoys, like a guy pissing into his own mouth, who watches this and goes, oh, this guy's great, I love his stuff.
Evidently Sam does. He's the guy who dug it up.
This is what happens at the end of Denny's air check parties.
Wait, this is what they
all get together and strip naked and start pissing.
This is what it
would
feels
be a
like
more
to be
dignified ending than collecting those tapes.
Right.
This is what it does. This is what it feels like to be air checked. Just sitting there drinking your own piss.
All right, Denny.
All right, gentlemen. Hey, you guys have a safe trip up there in Canada.
Why aren't
Enjoy
you
yourself,
coming?
Okay. What's that?
Why aren't you coming?
Yeah, you
up?
should go. Warm up the room for us.
I asked. I would have had some fun.
Got a live audience tomorrow and Friday up there in Montreal. So
yeah, open up. Maybe tomorrow you can play a little Bryan Adams, some Anne Murray.
Anne Murray's really good. That's in our demo.
Yeah.
You Needed Me is a hot song.
Yeah, that's a nice song.
I love a good You Needed Me.
That's a nice song. You know, many years ago when Bruce Springsteen, I'm not sure if this is
Holy
true.
fuck, he's still talking.
When Bruce Springsteen opened at played Central Park, Anne Murray was an opening act. Did you ever hear that?
I did not hear that.
Yeah.
If I heard that, I forgot it immediately.
Yeah.
So
that's like
why would you still
strange,
have that knowledge in your head?
Another strange pairing was Forest Hills back in the late 1960s when the Monkees played Forest Hills. Jimi Hendrix was the opening act, or vice versa. Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's a big one. Yeah. Vice versa. Who was more famous? What year?
I think it was 68 or so. So Monkees were like, you know.
Yeah, but Hendrix was pretty big too.
But it's
you ever hear the Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah.
This is the kind of shit someone says to you while they're torturing you. Like as he takes a leg off, he's like, Jimi Hendrix opened for the Monkees. Like, let me go! I'm sorry!
Or if he gives you the option, would you want me to take the leg off or finish this story? You lose the leg.
Sounds like, Dad, you heard some of these stories while you were hogtied.
The guy's like, where's the money? But interesting story about this song. Just sits next to me. You know that Hendrix actually played left-handed?
You might want to go with Snowbird. It's more up-tempo.
Can you go?
There it is.
Can he go?
So he can blow himself?
Danny? Yeah, he can.
Danny?
Thank you for the time. I appreciate it.
That's well known. He does
a safe trip, okay, guys?
At the parties, that's the end. Like, he plays the hits and then he starts blowing himself and everybody gives him tips.
And all the kids try to grab his Butch Patrick wig off his head.
Well, thank you, Danny. We're gonna take a break. By the way, tomorrow's show will be on my YouTube channel, live, like we did the other day.
Cool.
Every once in a while, we're going to turn on the YouTube channel and broadcast it live with the video. So, Opie Radio on YouTube. You'll know. Right around 7 o'clock tomorrow, we'll go live with that as well. All right? Dan Soder in studio promoting maybe Foxwoods for this weekend?
Yeah, Foxwoods. Comics and Foxwoods all this weekend.
Great place to go. I like Foxwoods a lot.
It's fun.
And Jimmy's new TV show is going to be on Vice.com today. Is it up there yet?
I haven't even checked.
It's going to be up there
I don't
soon.
think so. I'm guessing they're not as obsessed with getting it up by a certain time because it goes online and it just stays
Yeah,
there.
it doesn't matter.
It's not like a regular TV.
We still got lots of things to talk about, so you stay right there.
I would be able to control the boner if this was more like expected to happen, but I didn't expect you'd be here in studio.
What an adorable little boner.
This is a lovely surprise that I am very thankful for.
Oh, I love surprises.
It's a lovely gift. It feels like Christmas already.
Oh, you're Christmas all over my
I'm
chest.
just trying to look at her. At the same time, I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, Bobo.
I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, it's so cute.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Oh, pretend I'm your brother.
I'm trying to control the boner. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Your tweets excite me.
I'm trying to control the boner. The boner. I'm trying to control the boner here. I'm trying to control the boner here.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo.
Control the boner.
Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner. Control the boner, Bobo. Control the boner. the boner, go-go. Control the boner.
Here at the Church of Norton, we believe in preaching the true word of the Lord.
A man shall not lay with another man unless they discuss it first. Can I get an amen?
Join us and be inspired by the wonderful sermons led by Pastor Jimmy.
I am like Davy versus Goliath. He's tall, so he can put it right in my mouth, much like those youngsters did. Can I get an amen?
Follow in the footsteps of God.
Honor thy mother and father, and occasionally take the penis of another man in your mouth.
And become a true disciple of Christ.
Eat my cock, drink my cum. We've all read the book. Can I get an amen?
Everyone is welcome in the arms of the Lord and at the Church of Norton.
Can I get an amen? How about a boy? I'd prefer a boy or a few.
The Church of Norton.
If there's no hair on him, I'm going to fuck it. Can I get an amen?
There you go. Most motherfuckers don't go downstairs.
You should start the show with this song.
Well, I don't know if Denny would approve. I always
Coming
thought,
at you, it's Red Hot Chili Peppers. Suck my kiss.
I always thought that lyric was most motherfuckers don't go downstairs.
Mm-hmm. What is it?
Cold ass stare, I think, right?
Okay.
Most motherfuckers come cold ass stare or something like that. You don't like the Red Hot Chili
No,
Peppers?
I wish I did one song and they lost me.
I love the Red Hot. Well,
they're terrible.
I don't love them as much as I used to, but Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic was an amazing album.
Unbelievable album.
I loved that album, and I loved a few songs after that. So, and some of the stuff before that.
How does he not have
Behind the Sun.
How does Denny not have a job here? Like, how are they not putting him on air with all of his top 100 knowledge?
Denny?
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah.
He loves this place.
Yeah.
And they don't even know he works here. He has like one of these almost jobs around here.
Yeah.
Like he could be replaced tomorrow, no one would ever notice.
They got that like that.
And then they give him a couple of shifts on like the 60s channel and the 70s channel.
It's like that pimp mentality.
He is like hardcore into like this place.
Yeah.
Cross promotes all that. You know, he preps every day for a radio show just in case he gets the call. How weird is that?
Oh my God.
I know I'm going to be on the air every day. I don't prep.
Oh my God. That is heartbreaking.
He preps. He has folders and clipboards, and he looks at the charts. And
he can blow himself.
He can blow himself. This day in history, sees what's going on, and then maybe tries to figure out a song he can play just in case. Right after he says it's like Don Imus's birthday or something.
Do you think he's got like
Happy birthday, I man?
Do you think he's got like a beautiful mind shack in the back where it's just red lines from knowledge to
with all his music charts?
Yeah. To see what's peaking.
It's sad.
Oh fuck, man, that's really gonna bum me out.
He would have been a star, but his voice is a little weak. Right, Sam?
Yeah.
He knows exactly. He knows his way around a studio, but he never got the. You know, you have to have those balls, that voice.
Yeah.
And he doesn't have it. His is very weak.
Oh, Denny?
Yeah, he's got an extremely weak voice.
Yeah.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello, gentlemen. He tries to bring it up. Hello, gentlemen.
He sounds like a progeria kid falling down the elevator shaft. Zero fucking balls to his voice.
I look a lot older than I am. Good morning, gentlemen. He throws out his voice. Good morning, gentlemen. I'm summoned. I'm very achy today because Rich Voss's kid beat the shit out of me last night. Probably should have brought this up a while ago. I had to babysit Rich and Bonnie's kid while they did some radio for us yesterday on this channel. I'm saying on this channel because this channel doesn't really have a name right now. So they kind of did their podcast with phone calls, which I always thought would be kind of a cool little thing. And they did 2 hours last night, and they did very, very well. Very happy with the response we got for Rich and Bonnie. But they're like, our kid. I'm like, all right, she could stay here. You know, Raina's going to be 7, my kid's 4. So they played together all nice.
She's going to be 7?
I believe so, in a couple of weeks, yeah.
I moved to the city when Bonnie was pregnant. That's just like...
That's a quick 7, right?
Yeah, you're like, oh my God.
So then, the 2 kids decide, let's beat up the old man. And I thought, that's cute. I could, fake fight with the best of them.
Yeah.
And then she took it serious and beat the shit out of me. I'm achy as fuck. And then she's hammer fisting me on the top of my head, where when you get hit on the top of your head and there's some, I guess it's where the soft spot used to be. It just hurts more. So I have a fucking headache. And then she starts jumping on my neck.
So she was going full
choking me, and then she fucking put a blanket over my head, and then got on my shoulders and told me to walk around the apartment.
That sounds terrible.
I was beat up.
A 7-year-old just beat the shit out of you.
We got this huge beanbag type of pillow thing that the kids love. They run and jump on. So she decided it'd be a good idea to take that and smother me with it.
You're going to flinch the next time they ask you to babysit?
Fuck yeah.
And then you're like, hey, can you baby? You're like, I don't know. How's she feeling today?
She's a monster.
Is she tired?
She's a monster. And then I told Rich when he came to pick her up, and he goes, oh, yeah, she tells us all the time, beat me up. She likes fighting for real.
All right.
I guess it's better. I guess it's better to have the girl that could,
Yeah, then. But that's still, you're almost like, all right, well, hopefully this stops.
Yeah.
Soon.
I thought it would be kind of cute and fun.
Yeah.
Wasn't.
You got the shit kicked out of you.
I think so. I can't handle a 7-year-old girl.
That would have been great if you would have broke back, though. Just fucking, I threw her a jab, just really show her that wasn't just a pushover.
Well, the problem was I wanted to kind of push her over so I could get free.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if she was going to go flying into something.
That's where it's an accident and you standing over going, come on, get up! You gotta get up! You gotta get up! And then it's like, wait, what happened? Rich coming back.
Like Macaulay Culkin after the bees.
Yeah, exactly. You got a little My Girl moment going on?
Yikes.
Oh, yeah.
That is a fucking brutal scene, huh?
Yeah.
What was it called?
My Girl.
Yeah, it was My Girl, but what was the kid's name? She kept yelling it.
Oh, God, I forget.
Yeah, that's a fucking...
I know Uncle Paul had a breakdown over that, over young Macaulay.
Uncle Paul?
Yeah, it was just some dumb bit years ago. It's the only thing I know about that film.
Yeah.
So Uncle Paul had to have sex with him in that film. I've never seen the movie.
I have the bit if you want to hear it.
It's a brutal fucking movie, man. So, anyway.
Yeah, it's the whole point of the movie, isn't it? That this kid dies.
Yeah.
It's not really about anything else besides this kid's death.
Yeah. Well, her mom died too. And they lived at a funeral home, and
oh, so she was just a bad luck cloud. This kid.
Everyone around her died.
It was a fucking prequel to her being a stripper. Just everything went wrong. Well, I used to live above a funeral home. My best friend died of bees. I'll suck your dick. $40 cash. You got to show it to me. Call me My Girl. It's the trilogy.
And then you get Dan Aykroyd, and you don't get funny Dan Aykroyd.
No, you get serious.
Fuck that. I don't want serious Dan Aykroyd ever.
I like Driving Miss Daisy, Dan Aykroyd. He's my favorite.
The kid's name was Thomas, by the way.
Thomas. Thank you for that, E-Rock.
I preferred him in Good Son.
We got an update on the selfie broad.
This girl?
Wait, this is really a story today? I was just going through our stories. Tebow's still training for another shot at the NFL. Who's going to give him a shot?
He's got the best publicist.
Why doesn't he just go into the CFL at this point?
I think he meant CSL. That's where he belongs.
Although the CFL that's a passing league, right?
Yeah,
Do you know?
I think they score a lot up there.
But it's more of a passing league, or
I don't know. I tried having the rules explained to me. I was in Calgary working the club up there, and it was during the football season. And once they started trying to explain what a rouge was, I was like, I'm out.
What do you mean?
There's like an extra way you can get points called a rouge. I wasn't paying attention.
What's the difference between the CFL and the NFL? I know the field's bigger.
The field's wider
and
longer.
What else?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm too much of an American and ignorant Did I just go right back to the NFL?
Flutie played, then I paid attention a little bit to the CFL. But
Warren Moon played?
Warren Moon, right? Yeah, I don't know. Who the hell's going to give Tebow a shot, though?
I don't know. He should just be a broadcaster. I don't understand why he's not just being a broadcaster.
That's a sad story.
What, Tebow?
Yeah, because he was a great college, quarterback.
Yeah,
not great, but
people really shoved him up everyone's ass.
You think?
So to speak, yeah.
Everyone was like, Tebow mania. Where's Tebow coming? And then you're like,
that mania went away fast.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got the girl who took a selfie at Auschwitz, explaining herself on Take Part Live with, Meghan McCain. Meghan McCain got the exclusive there, Jimmy.
Really? On Vice?
Yeah, for the selfie girl. I don't think...
No, it's not on Vice. This is just a story on Vice, but
Vice just links to it.
Yeah, Meghan McCain's on a different network.
Is this the only picture she took?
Yeah, It's not like she's smiling to rub it in anyone's face. You could tell.
Her face is almost like, yeah, I'm in Auschwitz.
Yeah, look at the forehead. It's all.
Let me see that smile.
There's stress on her forehead. Like,
what are you supposed to do? Be bummed out when you go there? You're supposed to be sad? Enough sadness has happened. Everybody has a few laughs.
You wait all year for your summer vacation. God
exactly.
Damn it.
Yeah, boo fucking ho.
Right.
I'm stuck in traffic all day.
I don't think she was rubbing in anyone's face by smiling as she took a selfie at Auschwitz. It's not that type of smile. It's not a shit-eating type of smile, right?
It's not the smile that the girl in Texas has over the lion.
Right.
And she's like holding that like, look what I did. Right. This is like, but it's still weird to be smiling. To take a selfie at Auschwitz is weird.
I didn't think twice about it. People are taking selfies everywhere.
Oh, I thought you were going to show me your selfie that you took at Auschwitz. I was like,
no, I'd love one.
I didn't. Yeah, I don't.
You don't think it's weird?
I don't know why this is a story.
You're capturing yourself in a famous place. That's all
I
it
really
is.
don't know why this is a story.
It's a famous place.
And she said that she was smiling because her and her father studied all this stuff, and she finally got there, and unfortunately he did not because he died.
Yeah.
So it was one of their things, and she finally got there, so she was kind of smiling like, "Look, Dad, I'm here."
Clever girl. She's nullifying death with death. She's like, yeah, well, my dad died. And they're like, okay, well, we're sorry. She's like, all right, can I go now?
Yes, she was smiling. Remember when her father would put the laugh track to Hitler speeches?
The Benny Hill music.
How her father would sit there and drunkenly boo the end of Schindler's List.
Or turn it off right when it started going, as he called it, south.
And the lies began.
So the damn picture went viral, and she went on Meghan McCain's show there to explain herself.
He said, I do understand what happened there. I studied it for years with my dad. We always planned to visit there, but he died. Can you explain, and I know this is personal, but the site's significance to you?
Like, we just always explain because the Holocaust and World War II is the only...
The Holocaust?
Oh, no.
Well, everyone knows that it should have ended different, but my daddy says he died, so I went by myself.
This girl, I mean, this is what the internet is now.
It's just an innocent Southern.
I know.
She just fucking did something barely, I don't know.
She's finally remembering all the days that her and her father would sit there and pet the dog Blondie and just talk about the Holocaust.
Eat Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah.
Talk about it.
World War II is the only thing that's ever interested me in history, and it's his favorite part of history. And I talked to a Holocaust survivor.
That's your favorite part of history? That's
of all
creepy.
Of all time.
Oh, my God.
You get to pick from anything.
Favorite part of history.
The Magna Carta is a snooze fest compared to the Holocaust.
Favorite part. We got smiley girls smiling at us. Hi. And one of those people.
That's right.
One of these things is not like the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's us. Relax. Relax. We'll take pictures after we're done. Relax.
These girls are just sweating.
Enjoy our greatness, okay? We'll be out in a few minutes.
Are titties always against the window like that?
Favorite part of history. And I talked to a Holocaust survivor in 9th grade at school via webcam. And it's just the only thing that's ever interested me. And whenever I graduated, they said that they'd take me out of the States to go wherever I wanted. And then he died 1 year prior to that photo.
So, Brianna, the reaction to your photo has been incredibly critical, and you've responded by tweeting, quote, "I wish people would quit tweeting," to quoting, retweeting, and favoriting my picture of my smiling in Auschwitz concentration camp, as well as "I'm so stupid and f everything up, it's official." How did this escalate, and how severe have people been to you?
Well, I don't know how it even escalated, because that picture was there a month before.
I think the whole thing escalated when they couldn't stop him from invading England.
I think he grab-holded of their anger towards losing World War I, and he kind of parlayed that into a strong military presence.
Wait, no, we're not talking about how he built the Third Reich. Sam and I looked when she said they could take me anywhere.
Right. When I graduated, they're like, "Where you want to go?" "The only place, Auschwitz."
Oh,
buy the ticket.
I don't think that would be in my top 100.
I mean, I don't know.
Of historical places to go.
Yeah, she's not helping her.
She didn't even say historical places. It was like a lot of, I want to go to Disney World. I want to go to Six Flags.
You're right. Anywhere in the... Okay,
anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
Maybe go to West End in London.
Yeah.
Maybe go...
Or the Dachau water park. Someplace more fun. Music.
Okay. Very good news. Hold on a minute. Hi, who's this? John in Toronto. What's up?
Hey, I could explain the differences between the CFL and the NFL to you if you want.
Oh, very cool. Yes, please do so.
Okay, well, let me...
Because that picture was there a month before, and nobody had, rare anybody has said anything to me about it. And then I literally woke up one morning and I had 1,000 things on my phone, notifications. And I've had death threats. I've had people tell me I need to kill myself. I've had people tell me just like that I'm the piece of everything.
Do you regret taking the photo and sharing the photo? And, would you do anything differently next time?
Honestly, I don't think I would do anything differently just because I didn't mean any harm. And, I've told everybody my story behind it. So that's the only reason I don't regret taking it.
All right, good for her. I see it her way. I really do. Whatever. Whatever.
Wake up and it's on Gawker, and then,
Wow, yeah.
They're all over. It's fucking shitstorm. It's the shitstorm that the internet is.
So, we got
just a girl who always wanted to go to Auschwitz.
Just a normal girl from Alabama that's obsessed with, the death camps of World War II.
Right. She was given the choice of anywhere in the world. Where do you want to see? What do you want to do?
What about Machu Picchu?
Yeah.
Anything.
That might be my number one. What's your number one? Give us a call.
I wonder if Denny would have a song to intro this.
He probably would.
Yeah.
Smiley, happy people.
Yeah.
All right. We got Snoop Dogg talking to Jimmy Kimmel about smoking the weed. I didn't see this video, Sam. I'm going cold into this one. Supposedly what? He smoked weed in the White House?
That's what he says.
Or was that the big reveal?
I think, hasn't he said this story before?
Maybe, I don't know.
So what, Kimmel's doing his show?
Yeah, it's that YouTube show that he had Seth Rogen on when they were reviewing Game of Thrones.
All right, they were both really high?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg just gets really high.
Did Kimmel get high?
Not that I saw.
Oh, Kimmel.
They got high on the Man Show when they visited Snoop Dogg. I always thought that was a hilarious bit that they did.
Kimmel could have come a long way if you smoked pot with Snoop Dogg.
I mean, it's possible.
I'm sure the ABC people are ixnay on the pot there, Jimmy.
Wait till it's legal in California.
Right. All right, let's see this. I don't think it'll be the same if Jimmy Kimmel's not fucking stoned.
Well, let's take a look.
When Seth was stoned with Snoop, that was hilarious.
It's not that. This is more funny for Snoop Dogg's part.
All right, let's see.
You ever smoked at the White House?
In the bathroom.
You did? In the White House?
In the bathroom.
Wow.
Not in the White House, but in the bathroom.
That's in the White House.
Because I said, may I use the bathroom for a second? And they said, what are you going to do? Number one and number two? I said, number two.
Who said this? The First Lady?
No, the CIA or the FBI, the Alphabet Boys. So I said, look, when I do the number two, I usually, have a cigarette or I light something to get the aroma right. And they said, well, you know what? You can light a piece of napkin. I said, I'll do that. And the napkin was this.
This is some story.
I love that he is like the Cookie Monster with weed.
Yeah.
That's it.
He's going to be the coolest old man. He thinks the CIA runs the White House.
Yeah, the Alphabet Boys.
The Alphabet Boys.
CIA or the FBI.
Yeah, he's all right. That guy hasn't aged in 20 years.
Yeah, man.
Snoop Dogg has always looked that old.
I think he probably still thinks it is 94.
Sure.
I'd be surprised.
Whatever.
As a pot smoker, I watch how much he smokes, and I'm like, there's no way I can hang with that.
But do you remember in I think it was 99 or 2000 when he quit smoking pot?
Ooh, what happened?
Do tell.
Had enough of him and his pot. It's great.
It.
I don't give a fuck. It's cool that he smokes. It's cool. Good for you. So does a lot of other people.
Right.
I don't think it's, newsworthy.
No,
God, he's going to light a J. What the fuck?
There was a time that mattered, I guess, but you're right. In this day and age, it's not as edgy.
God almighty, it's awful. Ooh, he might have a beer after. Stick around, guys. What's the fuck?
You don't think it's funny?
No.
Oh.
I don't care about it. I don't think it's unfunny either. I have no objection to it. I just don't care.
I think if you get your guest stoned like you did with Seth Rogen, then it's funny.
That's fine. Yeah.
That was funny, them going back and forth.
Yeah.
With their Game of Thrones. So
I would probably listen to Snoop Dogg just ramble on while he was high for a while.
But then they just laughed it off. They're like, you didn't light a napkin, you lit a blunt, they're probably like, you motherfucker, you can't do that.
Right. You're crazy.
I like that this rapper confidence was like, I just lit it, and I was like, this is what I lit.
I don't believe it unless he took one hit just to say he did it.
Yeah, because they would be like, that's a fucking
They'd arrest you.
That's a class 1. Yeah, like.
You don't smoke pot in the fucking White House. They don't care if you're a rapper. Well, he's got a shizzle in a. They're like, get in the car, scumbag.
Yeah, we're gonna fucking lock you up.
Leader of the free world in the next room. Fucking brushing his teeth.
Confiscate his shizzle, please.
Like they thought that they were gonna be blown away. The Secret Service was blown away by his celebrity.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, just let him get stoned in the White House.
So you think he's lying?
Yeah, I don't believe it. Unless again, he might have taken one hit quickly just to say he did it, just to do it. I smoke pot in the White House.
And blew it down the toilet real fast.
Yeah, and then just shut it out. Yeah, of course.
And then quickly put it out.
Sprayed.
And then,
Febreze.
and then apologize. Oh, sorry. It's just pretty gross in here.
I would imagine it's pretty intimidating to be in the White House. Like you're watching your every move, making sure you're behaving properly.
Yeah, you can't fuck around in there. I wonder if anyone's jerked off in the White House.
Oh my God, yeah.
But I'm saying
on someone.
No, but I'm saying in that kind of way.
Right.
In that kind of way where they're like, all right, before you meet the president, do you need to use the restroom? You're like, yeah, I'm going to go jerk off in the bathroom. Why not?
If Clinton could do it, I could do it.
Yeah.
Right?
I'd jerk off after I met him in celebration.
With the hand that you shook?
Meeting, yeah.
You'd be like, there you go.
You probably would.
When he was in my building recently, and I found out how he came in.
Yeah, Obama was in Jimmy's building.
Yeah, he came to see me, but I was away. He's like knocking and knocking. He texted me. He's like, "Where are you?" LOL.
Yeah.
Like,
Last week.
He was doing a fundraiser, but I knew he would come in not through the front entrance, but the security entrance. And I heard they set a tent up, so he just the limo pulls into the tent, I think, or right outside the tent, and he just walks right in.
Wow.
Like you can't technically see him.
Yeah.
I was staying at the same hotel as Bush, and that's how they brought him in and out.
Yeah.
They had a tent set up so the limo comes pulling in, so you don't know when he officially gets out of the limo. And then the hotel was set up with all sorts of fake walls, so you never saw him. So it was like, I think he was using one elevator bank or whatever, so there was coverage all the way to the elevator bank.
Yeah. They used a service elevator, of course, and only 2 guys in the building saw him. Concierge or whatever, but they were vetted. You had to wear a certain pin. They don't fuck around, man. You're not getting, because there's so many windows around there where we live. It's all apartment buildings. I'm like, how they can get the president out without thinking a rifle's going to come out of it? I mean, there's hundreds of places a sniper could hide. It's like, oh yeah, the tent.
Yeah.
There's such smart people.
Because now, if you are a sniper, now you have to completely guess when to take your shot and just guess.
And then by the time that happens, A, you will miss.
Right.
And B, they'll be all over him, protecting him, and all over you.
Right.
You won't get a second one off.
That's what makes me think about this weed smoking thing, where I'm like, I don't really know.
I don't believe it. He's just trying to be too cool.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a little too cool.
Yeah, he didn't sit there to hide his shit fumes.
They left the horse shit behind, by the way. You notice the horse shit smell in our area? They must have had a lot of, NYPD on the horses.
Oh, I'm guessing I didn't know.
It smells like horse shit all over the place.
Beverly Hills smelled like horse shit last week, but manure. But that's because they were doing that for the grass. They mixed it in the grass. That smells disgusting.
Oh, yeah. Plants love that shit.
I was awful. I'm walking around and I couldn't explain the erection. Like,
You're like, no, it's horse. I know. I know. That's the only thing that
Horse
gets me
maneuver
going.
mixed with a little something. Not too bad. Not too bad.
There's a city in Colorado called Greeley that there's a manure plant, and when the wind hits the wrong way, the whole town smells like shit. Bad, really bad.
how many arguments have started when that happened and a guy was eating a girl's pussy and he just improperly blamed her?
What the fuck, Denise? She's just like, what? It's the wind. The wind kicked up.
I've been to the White House, and there's no way he could have snuck pot in there.
Yeah, I don't know.
He probably had a different. And I'm saying I'm not doubting he had weed on him. I'm doubting that he, smoked weed in the bathroom. That's such a fucking balls move.
Yeah.
And one that they wouldn't take like, you kids.
Of course. You want to do the consumer with E-Rock before we get out of here?
Yes.
Might as well stay on the radio instead of standing around waiting to leave for the airport.
Absolutely.
Yeah. What time's your guys' flight?
We got to leave here in about a half hour or so. And then we fly up to Montreal, broadcasting live tomorrow and Friday. So that'll be fun. A lot of our friends will be there.
So many good people are up there. Bobby. Dude. I wonder if he's getting my poop Snapchats.
What is that?
You know Snapchat, the app?
Yeah, of course.
Bobby and I send each other Snapchats of us pooping. Just our faces while we're pooping.
Really?
Dude, it makes me laugh so fucking hard.
Is Bobby overacting, though?
No, we don't overact. It's real.
Can I see one?
I don't think you can because we just send them.
Right.
But they're good.
You didn't save any of them?
There's some of them are so gross that we'll call each other and be like, that was fucking really rancid.
Really? Jesus.
Yeah. But it's fun. And I know he's in Canada.
You guys need hobbies.
Yeah, but that's like one of those. That's a dumb app.
Yeah, that's a quickie.
So might as well just make
Do
my
something
friend
stupid with it. Right.
And it gets me excited for when I have to poop because I'm like, oh, this will be a good one. I turn off the fan so you can hear everything in the video. You can hear like the. And then
all right, you just sold me.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucking.
I forgot. Yeah, I thought I'm just thinking about your face, but of course all the noises that go with it.
Oh, you hear your body moving.
That's funny.
It's disgusting, but hilarious.
E-Rock, the consumer. We haven't done the consumer in a while. Hashtag the consumer. And E-Rock on Instagram, right? E-Rock Radio.
E-Rock Radio.
E-Rock Radio on Instagram.
Yeah.
And these are all the products that people are sending you now because the bit's going so well?
Yeah, I get, every week I'm getting packages now of stuff from different regions of the country that people want me to try. Roland and I went to the Fancy Food Festival at the Javits Center a couple weeks ago.
Right.
And they took our cards and gave me a whole bunch of stuff. And so
what was the fanciest food you saw?
It's all like international products that are trying to get into the United States. They just have no distribution. So it's like the weirdest stuff, like fancy sauces, stuff that has a lot of seaweed in it.
Okay.
Seaweed.
No seaweed.
Vegan products.
I like a little sushi seaweed every once in a while, but that's it.
I like a nice dipping
seaweed
sauce.
treats are hot right now, right?
Yeah,
I know
it's a
Voss
big
likes
thing.
that shit.
He'll
eat seaweed. He'll eat seaweed treats. Ugh. Those two words should never go together.
No.
So what do you got in the bag there?
What's in the bag?
First here, a lot of stuff. This is a peanut company called Bobby Sue's Nuts.
Bobby Sue's Nuts.
And they sent 3 flavors here. Original, Some Like It Hot, and It's Raining Chocolate.
Ooh.
That's the name of their product?
It's spelled R-E-I-N. I probably should, Derek. I'm eating better. Gimme. Fucking piggy boy celebration. Yay, treats.
You got to treat yourself. Your show's out today on Vice. Vice.com. Huh?
It's out now?
It's out now.
It's out now. So go to Vice.com. Fuck, you don't have to listen to us anymore.
Yeah.
We were filler until Jim Norton's show made it on Vice.com. Go there now.
And go!
Yeah, fuck us. Who gives a shit? We're just going to eat nuts until our ride comes for the airport.
Their slogan
By the
is,
way, don't grade us on this half hour. We probably should have left already.
That's what I was saying.
I'm serious.
I'm like, why are we doing this at 10 o'clock?
Because what are we going to do? Just sit around the hall
This is
and
a
not talk to each
7:30
other?
bit, as Denny would say.
So don't grade us on this half hour. Well, I think we did pretty good today, but from now until we leave for the airport, this is just kind of, we're just hanging out and doing filler.
So their slogan is savory and not too sweet.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that's possible with this spicy hot flavor.
Can I smell that?
The hot one? Here.
What kind of nuts they package?
I think these are cashews, right?
Yeah, I hate cashews. No, this is a little mixed bag.
You don't like cashews?
No.
I like a good cashew.
I like almonds.
Cashews are
I like
great.
almonds.
You know, if I kiss you.
I like
You want
walnuts.
chocolate or original?
I like peanuts.
Cashews, man.
I'm not a big fan of the cashews. When I go to a bar and they have those peanuts and only cashews left, no thank you. Pecan, no thank you. Here you go. That smells just whatever.
There's some like it hot one. There's
Right.
no spice as you're eating it. But as soon as you're done, it starts burning.
Yeah, look at your face.
It tastes like...
Did you try the Something Like It Hot, Jimmy? Which one did you try?
Chocolate.
How was it?
Very good.
Really?
It tastes like caramel and cinnamon a little bit.
Right.
But that's just to hide the fact that they have some weird spice on there that's really bad.
Does it taste terrible?
No, it burns.
I'll eat a bunch of these. I don't give a fuck.
There it is, Jim.
Just throw them right in there, Jimmy.
Not even hot at all.
The ones Jim was eating before It's Raining Chocolate is they're covered in
name for a product.
Yeah, it's covered in chocolate and it looks like icing.
Well, because it's raining. It's raining chocolate.
I don't.
So they got to make it look like.
Have you tried one?
No.
It's a home run, Dan.
Which one?
Something Like It Hot. It's raining. Oh, look at
The
these.
chocolate one's not bad.
Where's the spicy one?
You just ate the spicy.
Oh, I laugh at them.
Yeah.
No.
These are good.
All right, what else we got?
Well, Bobby Sue's nuts are okay. They're not the best.
These are hot.
They're not the best.
No.
It's just nuts. How do you fuck up nuts?
Well, they found a way here.
I like E-Rock's almost public access like grading of that. Or is it, we're going to move on. Those
Not
were
the
nuts.
best, yeah. I mean, even like I'm not a chocolate fan, but even with chocolate and icing on over the peanuts here, and it's still not good.
Right.
Like chocolate and icing alone should be just perfect, but this is
Yeah, you can't really fuck up chocolate, right?
yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment on that one.
Okay.
This one here
Yeah.
comes from a company called Sexy Pop,
Sexy Pop.
and they make all different gourmet popcorns.
Ooh, oh, I thought it was a father reference.
It's a guy with glasses and but just the sweater, the vest with nothing under it.
Okay, we have
Flags over the Brooklyn Bridge were a stunt for the leftovers. What is the leftovers? Does anyone know?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's the show on HBO.
That dumb show?
Really? HBO was behind that?
You're right.
I don't.
We'll get back to you in a second.
I
There's
don't
no
think
way.
that's possible.
There's fucking.
There's no way, Lee.
The show stinks, by the way.
Lee.
I haven't seen it.
There's no way. You're on. Yeah.
Yeah, my wife's in the, let's say, entertainment industry, and she would bust my ass for telling you, but she does production with The Leftovers, and this was a stunt done by them. But then they got scared because they were going to have a bunch of people with all the white outfits standing on the bridge, but they freaked at the last moment and didn't do it.
HBO? I don't think HBO would take a chance like that.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem like it was even coordinated with this. The city, unless the city's like, we didn't know.
Right.
But it sounded like the city was pissed.
Yeah. He's gone now. Maybe we got the exclusive.
If
you haven't seen the show, it is actually really good, but I don't know.
Not really good.
It is really good.
Have you watched it?
Yeah, I watched like 3 episodes. I hate it.
I don't even know what the show's about.
Bunch of dogs that aren't dogs anymore, and fucking they're supposed to have heavy moments. Makes me physically ill.
You know what? That almost makes me want to watch it now to see if how I feel about it.
I want to like it.
Yeah.
It's almost like the rapture happened. A certain amount of the Earth's population just disappeared out of nowhere, and then these people are just dealing with the fact that everybody disappeared, and they got to figure out why they're still there. Fair point, sir.
All right, let's get to Sexy Pop.
All right, Sexy Pop.
What makes a popcorn so sexy?
I have no idea. It has a little hypnotic symbol on the front there, so it lures you into buying their product.
Does it?
They sent me 5 flavors here: black pepper, French butter, bodacious banana, banging cheddar, and Brazilian coconut. I've never had coconut pop. I'm not a big popcorn fan, but
don't mess with my popcorn people. Remember our popcorn people?
Oh, that actually is good.
Yo, Buddha Popcorn. Remember those guys?
Yeah, what happened to them?
What do you mean?
I don't see the boxes lately.
cheered it.
They'll send us another box.
Get it?
Oh, that's not a good face. That made me not want to try that.
It's a good Anyone else hear that? It's a good taste, but you don't want your popcorn tasting like you dipped it in a pina colada.
Oh.
Let me smell it.
You want to smell it?
Yeah, I'm more of a smeller than a taster.
Oh.
Oh, my God. It smells like suntan lotion.
I mean, coconut is very hit or miss because not everybody likes coconut.
Yeah,
I like coconut with chocolate. That's it.
Yeah, I like coconut, but not on popcorn.
Like an Almond Joy or
I'm going to bet money that
Almond Joy.
Jimmy's going to like this, I think.
It's all right.
I'm not even...
Go to Vice, please. Don't listen to us anymore. This is filler. Vice.com. Jim Norton's new show is up there for you to check out. We want to get a lot of eyes on that damn thing, okay? All right. What's the next flavor?
This one is Bodacious Banana.
Let me smell Bodacious Banana.
Hey, what was this
The
one?
smell and the taste do not go together.
Brazilian coconut.
You should actually try it.
Oh, my God. It's awful.
Right.
What the hell are they doing? You can't put bananas in popcorn.
No. Nothing.
Dan?
No, thank you. I don't like any of this.
James?
No, my health won't allow it.
I'm not feeling the sexy pop.
It tastes more like a candy than it does like a popcorn.
All right.
Not really going for that one. Let's try French butter.
We're still trying the sexy pop.
This is still from Sexy Pop Popcorn.
Not only did we lose the audience, we lost the rest of the hosts.
Yeah.
Right. They're on their phones.
I'm on my Twitter, just watching you fucking kill yourself.
I'm eating for 2 countries right now.
Yes, as you do most days. Let me see that. Thank you.
That one's good.
It's a French butter.
That one is really good.
What makes what's the difference between butter and French butter? Anyone know?
No idea, but it's
that good?
very buttery and a good amount of salt in it.
And you like a good amount of salt.
It's not heavy like a movie theater butter, but
How much do you enjoy salt?
I love salt.
You're a big fan of the salt?
Oh yeah.
Did you say you couldn't even taste it? You like it that much?
Salt?
Yeah.
No, I can taste when it's not there. When it's missing, I definitely know that there's a problem.
Enough about the salt.
All right, I'm not tasting.
It's good.
It's good.
Taste the French butter.
Yeah.
Cheese on the popcorn.
What?
I'm not even gonna eat these other two, but
That one's good. French butter, sexy pop. All right.
and then black pepper is
not coming to a store near you.
That coconut one is
good.
Gross.
It is one.
Which one? The pepper?
The banging cheddar.
Oh, I like a
Try
good
that.
cheddar. Sure. Let's try some cheddar.
There was another company at that fancy food festival was selling selling this product, but I don't know why you would want this or eat this. They're called half pops. So it's like, you know, the kernels that don't fully pop all the way?
Yeah, at the very end.
They just save those and flavor them and put them in a bag and say, hey,
That's
this is
a
new
dumb
treat.
idea. That breaks cavities.
But someone's gonna buy that.
That's stupid.
Right.
They've run out of ideas.
You just squeeze the bag and it's like nothing breaks. It's so solid.
Guys, what if we just take the end of the popcorn and sell that?
Fuck that.
And those are the pieces too that people suck on and spit back into the bag.
How much popcorn do you have to go through to get the kernels at the bottom?
Butter and sea salt. Enough with sea salt. I like it, but I'm
Love
tired of
sea
sea salt.
salt.
It's played
Sea
out
salt's
already.
great.
All right, enough with it.
Not played.
Act like it's amazing. Sea
It
salt.
is.
Fucking ocean. Been there forever.
It's really not
Now
much
it's in your
different than
food.
salt, right?
No, it's not.
I don't think it's that much
I
different.
think it's just bigger flakes.
I think so.
Saltier salt.
Right.
Saltier
Saltier.
That explains sea salt.
How are those half pops?
They're good.
Jimmy, do you like them?
I do.
But you got to chew them down.
Surprised.
All right.
Well, Jim's enjoying, like you said, the sea salt flavor. Do you want to try the aged white cheddar?
I don't know about these. Oh, I see what they did here.
They're almost popped. How are they almost popped?
Look at them, though.
They don't have the cavity breaking
Let me try it.
ability.
Let me try an almost popped popcorn.
I call it a late term pop.
That's horrible. Why would you eat a whole bag of that?
I don't know.
That's just dumb.
Probably figured somebody will eat it.
Popcorn begins at kernel.
What is that? What are those crackers?
These are actually good.
Yeah.
You like
I
that,
like
pops?
these. Yeah.
Really?
I know I shit on them, but these are
They're all right?
Yeah.
Are they good? What would you eat here if you were stoned?
all of it. Even the stuff I didn't like. Even the stuff I didn't like.
Because I know you're not really partaking, but if you were a little high,
I'm high enough. The chocolate covered peanuts. I think if I was high,
that would be
just
your
put them
go-to.
all. I put them all down.
Yeah.
But these are
I know.
These are good. These half pops are probably my favorite thing.
I'd like to get my uncircumcised friend really drunk and then fill his foreskin with these and punch it.
Staple the top.
Yeah.
And then punch it.
Like that on the table.
With a meat tenderizer. Just slam it down.
God, that would hurt.
That's like the beginning of a Wu-Tang song.
All right, what else you got?
This is from a company called Lance.
Yeah.
If you remember
Lance!
when you were younger, the cheese and crackers or the peanut butter
Just a flare.
with the crackers that you would get in your lunch bags or with your Lunchables.
Not me. Bruised apple every day.
Well, they put out a bunch of new flavors, but the one I have here right now is their pizza flavor. So it's pizza in between cheese crackers.
Try one of those.
It smells amazing.
All right, I'm in.
You're in?
I'm in. Because I love these fucking cracker sandwiches.
Yeah, I do too. No, thanks, E-Rock. It's a little too much.
I fucking love these.
Yeah.
So the orange, that's not cheese, but, you know.
Here, take a smell.
I'm going to smell them.
I say you eat one.
Oh.
No, I'm out.
You're out. You don't like them.
Tastes too seasoned.
This is the worst bit in the history of radio.
Yeah.
What we're doing.
Worse than Denny?
This is the second worst bit in the history of radio.
Did it in one day. We're in trouble.
You guys are just saving all the good stuff for the live show.
I said this is bonus show.
Yeah.
Don't grade us on this.
I'm just eating.
And again, maybe we should have left.
Yeah, the cracker has really no taste to it.
Well,
no.
The inside in there, it's almost like a cheese spread, which lacks the taste too. But he's right. They put the seasoning on the outside of it.
Oh, no.
gross.
So you bite into it and you're eating it and you're really tasting nothing except
you
the
live in
seasoning
your
on the
own
outside.
Who do they But who do they test their products with? Like their family, I guess.
Yeah,
where their
people
family,
that can't give them real opinions.
Right, where their family can't say, "Oh man, this tastes like shit."
They're like, Darren, I am so proud that you're making your own cracker.
Right. It would be so easy to test market this. Find 100 strangers, say, "Hey, eat this," and tell me what you think.
Yeah, it's not good.
It shouldn't get to this stage where it's all packaged nice and we're sitting here going, "This sucks."
But the packaging's lovely.
Right. Anything else there, E-Rock?
Our last product here.
Oh, thank God. I mean,
Dan, growing up, did you ever eat fruit roll-ups?
Fucking A.
Right? You like the dehydrated fruit? Did they have it when you were growing up?
Oh, that hurts. Yes, we had fruit roll-ups.
Fruit roll-ups are great.
I enjoyed some fruit roll-ups growing up, E-Rock.
And a big trend that you see a lot in like Whole Foods and Fairway and stuff like that is fruit leather, dehydrated fruit. Mm-hmm. And this is from the Stretch Island Fruit Company, all-natural fruit strips in apple, cherry, apricot, raspberry, strawberry, and grape.
Why is this happening?
Because they're delicious.
Okay.
You want a fruit?
Yeah, these might be like one of those nature fruit roll-ups, though.
Yeah, they think that's exactly what it is.
You didn't like fruit roll-ups growing up?
I despise them.
Why?
I didn't mind
They're
them.
awful.
These I don't trust.
I'm going to try
It's like
grape.
those edible
These look like
panties.
fucking, like what you put up on your rear
Air
view.
fresheners?
Yeah, it looks like an air freshener.
They do look like air fresheners.
No, fruit roll-ups are disgusting.
Do you want one of these all
I
natural?
certainly don't.
At
No.
all? You don't want to try it,
I don't.
Jim?
The only thing I like
Smells
natural
good.
is a nice girl's armpit. I like a natural pit.
Well, Jim, there's one over there.
Yeah.
I think Sexy Pop needs to make that one of their flavors.
Yeah, natural pit.
Natural pit.
Funny.
What do you think, E-Rock?
These are good. It's deceiving looking because they're all brown, but when you taste it, it's really good.
They got to add some of that illegal food coloring into their product.
Yeah. Nice
Fancy it up
red,
a little bit.
nice red 9.
A little red 9 that never hurt anyone, right?
Oh, I don't think I think it did, but no.
Really? I ate a bunch of red M&Ms growing up.
No, yeah.
They're gone, right? No more reds.
I think there's got to be red M&Ms.
Did they bring back the reds? I think for a
there's
while.
red M&Ms.
But I think for a while they got rid of them.
I think there's red
Because of the red
M&Ms.
9, and then they had to figure out how to make them red again.
These are actually really good. I know they don't look appealing, but they do taste very good.
What I have on I've been eating all that salted stuff. I don't know. I don't trust
It's a little
it.
sweet and salt.
No, not doing it.
That's a new trend.
I'm going to
sweet.
save it though.
That's a new trend.
Take it home.
Yeah, I'm going to take it home and get high as shit
Play
and
some
eat all of them.
WWE 2K14.
Yeah. Well, there's just one of these hanging out of my mouth.
Sweet and salted. That's a new trend. You're missing out.
Hasn't it always been the trend though?
I guess. I don't know. E-Rock.
But now it's cool to sell it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you go. Thank you.
So get those Stretch Island Fruit Company fruit strips. They're really good.
And you do this all the time on your Instagram?
Yes. E-Rock Radio on Instagram, hashtag The Consumer.
The Consumer. Okay. I think we got to get going to an airport, right, Kenny?
I just got the call. The van is here.
All right, let's go.
Let's get the fuck out of here. All right. So tomorrow we'll be in Montreal live. Check out my YouTube channel for the video. We'll have the whole thing on there. Opie Radio on YouTube. We'll go live at around 7. I'll send out a tweet. Jimmy's got his Vice, brand new show on Vice.com. You can check it out right now. Any feedback yet?
And people said they enjoyed it. I think it went up. It's a half hour. I mean, it's an hour, but part 1's up today and part 2 goes up tomorrow. It's just how they do it on Vice. So people said they liked it, but I don't think anyone's ever been able to watch the whole episode yet.
Sure, but so far they like what they're seeing, right? You get to see Mike Tyson and Dana White and skits and other things, so go check that out today, Vice.com.
Ooh, someone told me I was a national treasure.
Oh, you and Billy Joel.
That's right, sounds organic.
Billy Joel's our latest national treasure. It hit the paper today.